That afternoon, I sent my husband a tender message, telling him how much I loved him and how eager I was to be in his arms that night. His reply came instantly, filled with the same warmth he always gave me. "I love you more than anything." The cruel truth was that I wasn't alone when I typed those words. Another man, Daniel, held me close in that very moment. And still, I pretended to be a devoted wife, even as my actions betrayed everything I claimed to feel. It hadn't begun with the intention of destroying my marriage. At first, Daniel was just a friend who made me laugh when the house felt too quiet and lonely. My husband was often buried in work, and our conversations had dwindled into short, tired exchanges. I convinced myself I deserved more attention, and when Daniel offered it, I didn't turn away. One innocent coffee became secret lunches, and before long, I was somewhere I never thought I'd be. The first time I crossed the line, guilt consumed me. I promised myself it would never happen again. But the rush, the feeling of being desired, pulled me back. I convinced myself I could balance both worlds, that my husband didn't need to know. Yet every message I sent him, every "I love you," carried the weight of my lies. That day, lying next to Daniel while texting my husband, I thought I was clever, that my secret was safe. What I didn't know was that my husband had already begun to suspect. He noticed my sudden smiles at my phone, the late nights with friends, the way I avoided closeness at home. Instead of confronting me, he started gathering quiet proof, tracking my movements, checking receipts, piecing together the truth I thought I was hiding. By the time I sent that sweet message, he already knew. When I came home that evening, I slipped into routine. I kissed him, set the table, and chatted about my day as if nothing was wrong. He sat across from me in silence, his eyes heavy with something I couldn't quite read. I brushed it off as work stress, but in reality, he was carrying knowledge I wasn't ready to face. Days passed, and his warmth disappeared. He stopped replying with affection, stopped holding me close at night. When I reached for him, his arms stayed still. Fear began to grow inside me. Then one night, he asked me the question that froze my world. "Who is he?" I scrambled for a denial, but his eyes told me the answer was already written. When I tried to lie, he laid out the evidence. My location history, credit card slips, even photographs of Daniel and me. The walls closed in as I begged and cried, insisting it was meaningless, swearing I still loved him. But he looked at me as though I were a stranger. He didn't yell or lash out. His voice was steady but filled with pain. "I gave you my trust, my love, and my life. You broke it all. I can't stay married to someone who lies to me." His words shattered me more than any anger ever could. Within a week, the papers arrived. Divorce, spelled out in black and white, made my mistakes permanent. I thought I could repair it, that our years together would be enough to outweigh my betrayal. But he wanted freedom more than reconciliation. Daniel, the man I risked everything for, vanished quickly, unwilling to deal with the chaos I had created. And so I was left with nothing. No husband, no lover. Only silence. The divorce was finalized without a fight. He didn't argue, didn't cling. He simply let me go. Signing those papers felt like losing the only man who had ever truly loved me. His devotion had been priceless, and I had thrown it away for fleeting thrills. Now, when I look back, I remember that one moment more than any other. The moment I texted my husband words of love while lying in another man's arms. That was when I truly lost him. The divorce was only the formal end. My punishment is far heavier, living with the memory of the man I destroyed, and the love I will never have again. Thank you so much for watching. If this video touched your heart or inspired you in any way, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Beyond the surface.